Hello everyone. I have some heavy deliveries coming my way and I need a way to handle palletized cargo. So I'm trying a set of tractor loader pallet forks. My loader will certainly lift more than 500 pounds, but my compact tractor isn't heavy enough to safely handle that much weight without adding counterweight to the 3-point hitch to balance it out. I tried leaving them on and lifted the 500-pound finish mower from the trailer bed where it spends the winter. That operation is usually a little precarious, and that much weight hanging so far out in front of the loader is highly questionable. As I expected, it didn't go well. Too much weight too far forward. The mower is my counterweight when it's attached. It seemed to lift it just fine, but moving it, another story. That's one rear tire off the ground. Too close for comfort. Not cool. I learned from this experiment and removed the forks to lift this with the bucket. Don't worry, when I took the pallet forks off and hung the mower directly on the front of the loader bucket, everything went okay as usual.
87 pounds.
These 60-inch pallet forks are 59 inches long and have a 2,000-pound capacity. Of course, that depends on the tractor's loader capacity. Mine is rated for 800 pounds, so these forks will handle anything I can actually lift. And notice, the part of the forks that inserts into a pallet is only 45 inches long, which seems like plenty. The fork spread ranges from 24 inches to 34.5 inches. The first pallet I'm going to lift has a narrow 24-inch fork channel. The welds and finish on these forks look decent. And they come with these clamping plates that help spread the grip of the screw clamps over a larger area. They presumably protect the bucket from clamp damage and provide some additional stability. There's a bolt that inserts like a hinge pin that lets these plates open and close on the bucket as it's being inserted. Lock nuts keep them from rattling off. I've never used pallet loader forks like these, but I definitely wanted a pair with a stabilizer bar like this. It makes a lot of sense to me. I was setting them as narrow as I could get them to fit the pallet I had in mind for the Craftsman Tractor's snowblower. The narrowest setting is 24 inches. These bolts help lock everything together. They appear to be 15/16 of an inch or 24 millimeter hex heads, but I just used an adjustable wrench. I used the eye on the end of the wrench handle to leverage them extra tight. There are keyholes in the front of the frame uprights to insert a pretty heavy chain and cinch them up with load binders. Wrapping the chain around the loader bucket helps by supporting the fork weight on the top as well as the bottom of the bucket. My old-fashioned lever-type binders don't accommodate fine adjustments. So I had to really clamp down on them. And this actually bent the top of the hollow uprights a bit. I recommend using ratcheting screw type load binders if you use forks like these. I slid the 54-inch mower deck onto the forks by hand. I'd always had to get help loading and unloading that in the past. I knew this would be sketchy, so I lifted as slowly as possible, and it seemed to be okay at first. Then, as soon as I started backing away, the old Ford told me it was time to give it up. The left rear wheel was completely off the ground. It was too much weight, too far from the center of balance of the tractor. I set it back down gently into the trailer box, or something like that. I don't have a lot of heavy cargo to move very often, so this will be the general routine for these forks going forward. Even standing up, it's difficult to see over the top of the bucket or even see where the pallet is. This is the first pallet I've moved around this way. I expect this will take a little practice. In the meantime, I'll be jumping off the tractor to check my alignment and positioning. I've already learned it's a good idea to keep the forks up so you can see them when you aren't carrying anything, so you don't forget they're there and damage something by accident. Thank you for watching. Please take a moment to like and subscribe.